Hey guys, Sableye here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Today we're going full on crazy. We have a Spirit Tomb on the team, and we're going to try to win some things. So, basically the concept behind this team was, I basically put out on Twitter saying I wanted to have some fun with the format before we switch back over to Series 7. Spirit Tomb was suggested, and for those of you who do not know, I like Ghost Dark types, so we're here with Spirit Tomb. Long story short, Spirit Tomb kind of sucks, but it's a lot of fun to play, so... And I don't hate this matchup for it. I think we might be able to bring it here. Either way, team's basically concept here is Spirit Tomb's garbage Pokemon. Doesn't have a lot of moves. So basically I'm going to Shadow Sneak my weakness policy Calyrex and kind of go Burr that way. And then the other options are just basically Ally Switch and Foul Play to just annoy people. Honestly, just to annoy people. That's all it's here for. And I do have a rental of this. I'll put it in the description for you guys in case you guys are curious. I'm trying it out and having some fun as well. But right now we have a match that we need to prepare for here, and my biggest concern is the Moltres. I'd really like to go just Spirit Tomb Calyrex and just literally run over like the Solgaleo mode, but I'm gonna have to go Lucky Cali just because of that Moltres. It's a little bit too much, I think, and I don't even think Spirit Tomb comes unless I'm leading it. I don't think I can bring it. Obviously, Ursh in the back because it's amazing here, and I don't really have a great way to deal with this Finny. Obviously, Hypnosis on Spirit Tomb is not going to really help me out too much, so I'm thinking I go Instant just for some fake out pressure and maybe some pivoting. Then again, I could go for Follow Me options instead. I think I'm going to go Fake Out. I think Fake Out's a little bit better. Intimidating the late game Rillaboom as well could also be really, really nice. So that's what we're going to go with here. Unfortunately, no Spirit Tomb in game 1, but we're going to use this a few times on the channel. So, well, this episode and the next. That's another question I have for you guys. For those of you guys who do watch my videos kind of on the regular, and even for those of you who are just kind of coming in now, but do you guys want me to use teams a bit longer than 2 episodes? Like, I've kind of done 2 episodes, right? Because it kind of gets boring after a while, right? You see the same things over and over again. But if you guys want longer than 2 episodes, feel free to let me know how you feel about that in the comments down below. I am trying to, you know, actually make content you guys want to watch, right? I don't want to just pump out content no one wants to watch. Obviously, Spirit Tomb's fun, but if you guys only want to watch like maybe 1 episode with the really crazy teams and then like 3 or 4 with the more consistent teams or so, alright, I can make that happen. So just let me know how you guys feel about that, but we're going to see the Moltres lead, which I'm really not surprised about at all. I am tempted to max Regieleki. They might think their Moltres is really, really safe right now, so because of that, I am going to go straight for this Max Lightning. And with the Max Lightning, I think I'm also going to just Astral Barrage. I guess I Draining Kiss. I guess it covers more options. Yeah, I'll Draining Kiss as well. I'm pretty sure Moltres is going to die. You know what? No, I'm going to Astral. I'll Astral Barrage. Even if they max the Moltres, it's not too big of a deal. I don't think they're going to do it. I'm pretty sure they want to max the... they want to max that Solgaleo in the back. So they're going to bring Moltres in the lead here. They're going to try and drop my Calyrex immediately. And then from there, they're going to go, hey, we can get Solgaleo in now, and Solgaleo can go Burr because your Calyrex is gone. Right now, I'm pretty comfortable in the fact that they're not going to be able to drop me here. However, if they do go for the Dark move with Incineroar, it could be a little bit of a problem. And we do see the Protect from the Moltres come out, so far so good for my opponent here, and definitely a misplay on my end, but Max Lightning going out, still going to do like 40. Okay, closer to 30, but I mean, definitely enough to a point where another one's going to kill it. Instant probably going to go for maybe a Snarl here. I'm still content with the fact that Regieleki can pick up this Moltres. I'm really not concerned about that. Of course, Astral Barrage going to come out, a little bit of chip damage onto this Instant. And, I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot, but damage is damage, right? That's actually more than I expected. Please be a Snarl. You know what? I'm not even mad about the Snarl. What I can do now, since I'm +1, I can technically actually live another Snarl with Cali, so I may try to go for like a Draining Kiss. But I'm definitely going to Astral Barrage again, I think. It just covers the option that they might switch. I guess I technically could Mud Shot, but that's not going to pick up a knockout. And Astral Barrage just seems to make more... I could also Protect. Why would I not? You know what? Why would I not Protect? It makes more sense. Don't overthink this, Ryan. Don't try to get fancy. But, honestly, I think maxing Alecki, I still stand by it. We're +1 with this Calyrex right now. If they want to do anything, they probably have to max Moltres here. If not, I think I'm just going to go run over them. Like, if I get the Moltres down here, this game's over. And there's the max. Okay, so I did exactly what I wanted to do, right? And we got the max baited. They wanted the max Solgaleo. I didn't let them max Solgaleo. And they're actually going to max the cat. I'm going to go ahead and say this is not at all what I was expecting. So, I'm pretty sure Cali's going to drop However, this I don't hate as long as I kill the Moltres. It's not a terrible game plan. Callie's going to protect. If Callie survives, amazing. If Callie goes down, it's a bit unfortunate, but what can we do? I know I'm -1 now, but the first one did 30% through protect, so that would have killed from full. Now I'm -1, and I have electric terrain, so definitely going to be enough to pick that one up. And Incineroar is going to go for a max flare right now going into the Callie, so opting to not dark move, which maybe, just maybe for boosting damage later. But I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like you need to secure that knockout if I'm my opponent there. But either way, the Max Alecki dealt with the Moltres, and the Moltres was the threat. And now that they've maxed a Rillaboom here, I mean, we're in a really, really good spot. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna max Lightning to get out of this, to get out of the grass here. The question is, who do I want to max Lightning? I think I want to hit. Is that Grassy Seed? That is Grassy Seed Rillaboom. All right, that's something you don't see. I'm going to max Lightning, and like I said, I think I want to hit this. I'm going to chip the Rillaboom because he'll put it in Flare Blitz range, and I'm going to get on out into Instant here. Their Instant dies to my Urshifu, their Solgaleo, which I'm almost positive is their last Mon. That it will also die to my Instant. So, will also die to my Urshifu. So, like I said, the big thing was the Moltres is gone now. It's just a matter of stalling out the rest of their Dynamax here, which I think we can do relatively effectively. Grassy Glide should go into my Instant. Yep, because they needed to get rid of Callie. I'm not letting them get rid of Callie here. As the Max Lightning comes out, this is going to just stop Grassy Glide. I don't expect damage here. But honestly, that's good chip damage. This turn I'm probably going to Volt Switch out with Alecki, assuming I survive. I may not even survive here. But I'd imagine a -1 Max Flare. I don't care that it's in the sun. I don't think it's killing Alecki. Yeah, didn't think so. Okay, so Regieleki taking that. I mean, it's going to allow me to Volt Switch out. Nothing too insane. And I think I want to sack. Actually, do I bother, or is Alecki the better sack? See, because I could sack Alecki. It's just I don't know if they brought Finny or if they brought Solgaleo. I'm like 99% sure you have to bring your Restricted here. But then again, in front of something like an Urshifu and a Calyrex, do you even bother bringing it? So I don't know what I want to really, if I really want to sack anything here. So I'd opt for the Protect, but I think I might, you know what, I'm just going to Protect. I'm going to Protect, I think it's the safer play, and I'm going to Flare Blitz and get rid of this Rillaboom. I don't know if it kills. It should kill because of the sun. I know the Grassy Seed is a little bit annoying. Thankfully, we're going to figure out what this last one is. It actually is the Tapu Fini, so hopefully Alecki doesn't go down here. They're just really trying to, really trying to just preserve this, to kill this Alecki and save this Fini for the endgame. They know I don't have much of an answer to it. I'm hoping Flare Blitz and a Volt Switch will put it into range of a Poison Jab, and it really should. This Flare Blitz is Sun boosted, so my Instant is actually faster, which is good to know. Flare Blitz going out. We're going to connect into the Finny. That does respectable damage, nothing too crazy, and I'm expecting just another Max Flare here. Yep, and this is the problem. This is the one I don't know if it kills me or not, because I do need Alecki here. The Invisible Focus Sash, guys. The Invisible Focus Sash. Alecki is alive still. And this is where things get interesting. Because the problem now is I think they want Rillaboom back in. And I don't know if they're going to protect the I'm going to Volt Switch off the Instant because Finny can easily protect here. And that makes the most sense to me that that's what would happen. And I'm also going to... I can't Parting Shot, so maybe I just U-turn. Yeah, I'll just U-turn off the Instant as well. Basically, my sacrificial Mon here, the Tapu Fini does protect. The Mon I'm going to sacrifice here is my... It's my Calyrex, I think. I don't think I need it too much anymore. And if Calyrex can die on switching, it actually allows Alecki to come back in with this Finny having just protected. So it makes a little bit more sense than the Urshifu switching. And I need Urshifu to come in on the instant slot anyways. So I mean, this game is nowhere near over. I was looking good after the Moltres went down, but I was kind of expecting Solgaleo. So very smart decision on my opponent's end to not actually bring their Restricted, which you don't see every day, but Instant's going to get chipped down even lower. And I'm expecting Calyrex to die here. Like, I'd expect maybe a Snarl or a Flare Blitz into that slot. You need to get rid of Alecki, right? The whole thing here was, why would you protect Finny if you're not going to get rid of Alecki? So Urshifu should be a free switch in here. And there's the Snarl. So Urshifu is perfectly fine. I'm actually surprised that they even bothered risking. Yeah, I'm actually shocked that they risked the miss on Snarl there. Like, I don't know, you obviously have a fire move that's 100% accurate. So I don't know why you wouldn't have gone for it. And with Callie going down, you get you get your berry back. So what I do here is I simply bring in Regieleki, and the question becomes, does Regieleki kill Finny? And you've got to assume yes, right? So what I'm going to do with Aleki is I think I'm going to... See, I want a Volt Switch really, really badly. Because I don't know if Thunderbolt kills this Finny. I could double the Finny, but then if Finny switches into Rillaboom, that doesn't help me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Thunderbolt the Finny. I think it is still my best play. And I'm going to CC into Incineroar here. This is not the best turn for me. Especially if I do lose Aleki here without killing Finny. Because then I lose Ursh. Because they'll just... if I can kill Finny, it's not a problem. Or if Finny switches out, it's also not a problem. The problem is if Finny survives and kills my Aleki. And keeps me locked into close combat. That's where I lose this game. They are going to switch out type of Finny, so we do get this call correct. Volt Switch would have been the better play here because now they do have the glide damage, glide output, which is a little annoying. But I think we're still all right. So this close combat is going to make quick work of this Incineroar. And interestingly enough, this is also going to do about 50% to the Rillaboom. Close combat's going to take that out, and now we have Mind Games. Does this Rillaboom have Protect? Does this Rillaboom have Fake Out? Does this Finny Protect? Does this Rillaboom just decide to say, hey, I'm going to click Grassy Glide here? We have a lot of options. It's just going to be a matter of minimizing that and kind of figuring out what's the safest play that's going to position me in this endgame. I'm pretty sure it involves Incineroar switching in, and I think it's just Protect on Regieleki and switch into Incineroar. And then the following turn I can fake out the Rillaboom and Thunderbolt if I need to. Or if I think the Finny's going to Protect, I can target the other slot and just fake out Volt Switch off the Rillaboom. But I think this gives me the best option of winning. Or the best chance at winning, I should say. Just protecting Aleki here. The other option is I would protect Urshifu, but I can't protect Urshifu. So I think I have no choice but to make it this way. Of course, they do lose their Grassy Glide pressure, actually. So hold up. Hold up here. This is what happens when you get too far ahead of yourself. Definitely going to protect for sure. And I think I do switch into Incin. But I just think this is still the safest play. I mean, we should see a Protect then. Or a Fake Out. We could see a Fake Out into Regieleki here with just a Moonblast into Urshifu. I could have killed this Rillaboom. Like, there was a lot of things I could have done here that... I don't know. It's up in the air right now on what the best way to play this is. Because Regieleki's going to Protect. Rillaboom actually does go for the Protect, which is not what I was expecting at all there, but Finny's going to go for a Muddy Water, which, once again, risking this game with low accurate moves. I don't know if I agree with that or not, but Incin's going to be able to take that. And I don't know if I really like this now. Because now, with that, I'm actually probably in range of... am I in range of another Muddy Water? First of all, I don't know. I have so many Incineroars. I don't know. Okay, I'm AV. I was like, I don't know what item is on my Incin here. I've used Incin too many times on too many different teams. Here's the thing. I really want a Volt Switch. The other option I could go for is something like an Electro Web and a Flare Blitz. But that's really risky. I think they're probably going to protect Finny. I'm actually going to Volt Switch off the Rillaboom and just Flare Blitz this Rillaboom as well. This should be enough to pick it up. It might sack Urshifu in the process. Yeah, they don't even protect Finny there, but Rillaboom gets chipped down. They were Grassy Seed, so there's no Guave Berry or anything like that we have to worry about. The biggest concern is, do they double my Incin here, and is Incin going to drop? If they drop Incin, I then get the pressure that I want, which is Urshifu and Aleki. There's the Muddy Water coming out. How much is this going to do? Incin, like I said before, will take this. The question is, where's Rillaboom going? This is why I wanted to Electro Web, because if I just Electro Web, Rillaboom does go high horsepower correctly into Incin, so maybe I was switching around here too much for this endgame. Maybe just an Electro Web and a Flare Blitz would have been the play. Finny, of course, getting some lefties back, and now things get interesting. Regieleki on the field, and I don't think they protect, right? If you're my opponent, you can't protect in front of an Urshifu, can you? You definitely don't. Although, okay, here's the thing. Urshifu will take a Muddy Water. It's just, I don't know if this Finny is Dazzling Gleam. You have to assume it's Moonblast. The thing is, I'm obviously locking Poison Jab. It's just, do I double Finny? Or do I Poison Jab the Rillaboom and just Thunderbolt the Finny? Because then they can't kill Urshifu and Aleki. And I'm going to go with that. Most Finnies have Muddy Water and Moonblast. Normally, if they run Dazzling Gleam, they run Scald. So I'm going to bank on that, and we're going to see how this one plays out. The Regilucky does go straight for the Thunderbolt. No protects from my opponent, so I could have just doubled the Finny. Anyways, Finny died. Okay, it's fine. All that for nothing. I just wasn't confident in Focus Sash Alecki picking that up. I could have killed that Finny 16 turns ago. But like I said, I didn't want to risk that Finny surviving somehow. And then being... Because honestly, if Finny would have survived and I would have lost Alecki, there was a very good chance I was losing that game. So... That's just me not knowing my calcs, but we do pick up a win, so Spiritomb is technically 1-0. It didn't really make an appearance here, but hopefully we can bring it next game. It does come to games, guys, I promise. I was using it on stream the other night, and we almost went even, so like I said, it's not going to be a good team, but it's going to be a team that's going to give us some fun. So, and Spiritomb does come quite a bit, so hopefully we can get a matchup for it here. I could have brought it the last time. Like I said, big worry was that Moltres. We're going to get Friday here. I guess that's Friday. I guess that's still how you pronounce it. But anyways, I like Spiritomb here, I'm not gonna lie. Initial instincts say Spiritomb is decent, but let me run through this a little bit more. Calyrex is also really, really phenomenal here. Indeedee is very nice. Instant, of course, always nice versus Sun. I think I'm definitely gonna lead the Instant here. It's just the thing is, if I'm leading Instant, is Spiritomb really worth it in the back, right? Like, the thing is, if they go Sun, that's the problem. Like, if I go Spiritomb Cali, which is something I want to do here, just because if they don't go Sun, and I can just blow them up, this blows them up. But the moment they go Venu, it becomes a little annoying. Although I guess I could go Instant in the back. Don't really need Indeedee. It doesn't do a whole lot here, other than maybe just follow me things away. So maybe I go Urshifu for the P2, and maybe this is enough. You know what? For the sake of Spiritomb, and this being a Spiritomb episode, we're gonna bring the tomb. Okay? We're gonna bring the tomb. I promise you guys it does put in work. I just don't know if it's the right mon here. Like, I can make a case for Indeedee. Like a really, really big case for Indeedee here. And maybe I should be. But the thing is, it's not like there's two things why I'm not bringing it. My Calyrex here doesn't actually have Expanding Force, because it's not really meant to just walk in, click psychic moves and blow things up. That's not the concept of the team. It's an option, but obviously it's not an option because I don't have the psychic moves. So, not really needing Indeedee for the boost on there, so I don't need to really get my Expanding Force off there. I can just max Calyrex. Honestly, as long as I don't need Venusaur that's going to potentially put me to sleep, I think we're perfectly fine. It's going to be Groudon and it's going to be instant, so this is absolutely perfect. I go for the self-proc, and I max Quake and drop this Incineroar, and then from there, we're in a really, really phenomenal spot. I mean, the other option is ignore the Instant and drop this Groudon, but, I mean, Instant's the one that's actually threatening to kill me, so... They're too nervous to eat berries. The one concern I have is if they call the Max Quake, and they say, hey, this guy's gonna Max Quake and switch into Groudon, and switch into my Charizard, or their Charizard, so... I don't know if I really want to risk that. I think I have no choice but to risk that. And yes, now you guys see the full Spiritomb set. And yes, it is completely demonic. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. But this thing is kind of stuck. Kind of bad. Anyways, I did find out afterwards, though, while this max is happening, that it does actually get access to Burning Jealousy, which probably would be a whole lot better than Ally Switch, because I don't like running Ally Switch. Like, I kind of have it there because, like, if they're going to try and Sucker Punch Cali or stuff like that, it does work and catch people off guard. But I don't know, Burning Jealousy to me is a little bit more consistent and a little bit less kiki, but we're going to get the Shadow Sneak. We're going to get this Policy proc on our Calyrex here. I have no clue what this Groudon wants to do. I don't know why the Incineroar is staying on the field here, which concerns me that maybe it's AV. But Max Quake is coming out. Like I said, I don't think anyone expects this. But anyways, Max Quake coming out, Incineroar is gone, and now we got a +3 Calyrex. So just like that, we can potentially start steamrolling now. So, yes, Spiritomb didn't do anything here, but I'm a little bit more concerned on what Groudon wants to do. Because Groudon might be SDing here. And if Groudon clicks SD, this is where things get interesting. Just a P-Blaze. That's perfectly fine. Spiritomb actually able to tank that very, very well. So, doesn't have the best HP stat, but the 108 in both defenses is actually really, really nice. So, Umbreon making an appearance right now, and a +3 Cali will actually be able to drop an Umbreon with a Starfall. So, I'm going to go for the Starfall, and I'm just going to click Foul Play. I do have one concern, that's this Groudon maxing. I think, though, if I get rid of Groudon, if I get rid of Incineroar and Umbreon to 2 support things, I'm perfectly fine. And there is going to be a Dynamax here. So, maybe I should have just dropped the Groudon while I had the chance to. Because, honestly, +3 Calyrex would have ran right over this thing with that horse. Would have just run over it. Stampede. Would have been over. Anyways, but Groudon's gonna Dynamax here. I guess maybe Groudon lives, but this is why I didn't target it. Maybe I should have Ally Switched to cover that. But they're just gonna Max Guard. So, you know, we correctly... Anyways, we got that. Not much else to say there. Like I said, I didn't want to get snarled or anything. And, I mean, yeah, it was a risk, but we took it, and here we are. Now we have a +4 Cali. Biggest concern is Venu. Venu cannot max. Venu now has Misty Terrain in front of it, so it cannot Sleep Powder. So I don't think it's going to be able to Oko me, and I'm probably just going to be clicking Ally Switch here. I don't have a better move to click. I think I probably... The other option is I could Shadow Sneak. I could double the Venu to cover for a Sash option, but I don't really think I'm too concerned about that right now. And it's not even going to be the Venu, it's going to be the P2. So the thing is, do they have... Now this is where the thing comes in handy. Do they have Ally Switch? I'm gonna Ally Switch because if they're gonna Quake the Cali. They're not gonna Quake this Spiritomb, it's not a threat. Yeah, they only saw foul play. They're more scared of the +4 Calyrex. So Calyrex is gonna go into Groudon right now. And the battle's just gonna be canned. So Spiritomb Calyrex, guys, and like I said, this team is a lot of fun. Right? When you get battles like this and you can just get those calls right, and you just steamroll teams. Like that was +4 Cali in 2 turns. Like, that game was over. Unless they had Ally Switch, I'm pretty confident that game was over. And even if they had Ally Switch, by me going for Ally Switch, I give my Cali another turn. Potentially more than that, if I can. So then I can protect and switch out. I had tons of leeway there. But with that, guys, you know what? I'll put the code on the screen right now in case you guys don't want to check the description. Because I know some of you are lazy. I myself am lazy. They say check the description. I don't check the description. So I'll put it up on the screen for you guys right now, in case you're curious, guys. But that is basically going to be it with the Spiritomb first episode of the Spiritomb team. We'll be back. I probably should be tomorrow with some more Spiritomb action. Never thought I'd say that. If I had to say, you know, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna at some point say, you know, check out this Spiritomb. Check out this cool Spiritomb team. But I never thought I would be saying that. But anyways, guys, here's the Spiritomb team if you guys want to try it out. I'll be back with another episode tomorrow. But until then, guys, I will get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.